12:15 at Tiger Stadium, the scene of the traditional Detroit Thanksgiving Day football spectacular. NFL Game of the Week. The 49ers versus the Detroit Lions. Tommy Davis kicks off for the San Francisco 49ers to the Detroit Lions. Waiting on the Lion 5, Johnny Robinson. And with a couple of good blocks, he returns to his own 33. On a 2nd and 14 at the Lion 29, Sweetan hands to rookie Bob Phelps, who hits the right side for 2 yards. On a 3rd and 12 at their 31, Sweetan setting up to throw. Under strong pressure from the 49ers, Sweetan finally flips it to tight end Ron Kramer, and the big man gallops for a gain of 9. On the 4th and 3, Pat Studstill punts to Swinford, and Wayne makes the fair catch at the San Francisco 32. No score in the first quarter. John Brody, quarterbacking the 49ers, fires to last year's top receiver, Dave Parks, for a gain of 9, inches shy of the first down. On the 2nd down short yardage play, the give is to Ken Willard, who swings around the left side for a first down. The 49ers with a 1st and 10 at their own 48. Brody this time goes to the sideline to Bernie Casey. The gain is good for 20 yards and another first down. Brody firing to Dave Parks, and this is what everyone calls that fine second effort. Parks is loose for a gain of 17 yards. Today, the Lions want revenge of their earlier defeat, handed out in the last 3 seconds in San Francisco. Brody setting up to throw again is on target to Dave Parks, and Parks can't find the handle. Fourth down and 6 at the Lions 7. Tommy Davis kicks a 14-yard field goal, and it's San Francisco 3, Detroit nothing. The Lions try to move the ball from their own 22. Sweetan's pass intended for Studstill was knocked down at the line. Sweetan again setting up to throw under great pressure from the 49ers. He flips to the far sideline only to have Mike Dowdle, the 49er linebacker, pick it off, and he's into the end zone for the score. It is now San Francisco 10, Detroit nothing. From the Lion 31, Sweetan looking for the big man Ron Kramer, and he's got him, and Kramer is down the near sideline for 9 yards. With a 1st and 10 at their 42, the spotlight camera follows the pass route of Pat Studstill. Falling down, he is unable to hold on to the ball. So the Lions come back with a 2nd and 10. Sweetan reads a blitz and knifes through the middle nicely. And his gain is good for 8 yards. Defenses don't mind a quarterback running. They won't pick up the big yardage, and the 49ers take over. The handoff to Ken Willard, and he finds a gaping hole at the left side and knifes through for 12 yards. Brody on the next 3 plays goes to the air, but the Lions won't yield. And on a 4th and 10, Tommy Davis punts. Waiting downfield, the Lions' Johnny Robinson at the Detroit 21. A nifty block. He's got some daylight, and Robinson may go the route. Tommy Davis, the punter, trying to catch him. Can't get there. And Robinson goes all the way, a 79-yard punt return. Here's a chance to look at the same play again. Garo Yepremian kicks the extra point, and now it's San Francisco 10, the Lions 7. The Lion defense holds, and the 49ers give up the ball after a series. With a 2nd and 10 at the Lion 24, Sweetan sets up to throw once more. This one is on target to Ron Kramer. A nifty catch, and watch the run that follows. Alvin Randolph finally hauls Kramer down at the 8-yard line. Overall, a gain of 68 yards. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line, and the spotlight camera follows the pass route of Pat Studstill. The pass is there, but Studstill does not get in as the first quarter ends. San Francisco 10, Detroit 7. Bob Phelps tries to get into the end zone and just can't get there. So the Lions have a 2nd and goal at the San Francisco 1. The gift to fullback Nowatzki. He's in for the score. And now it's Detroit 14, San Francisco 10. The 49ers in action. The give to Ken Willard. And they open a good hole for Willard, who knifes through for a gain of 16 and a San Francisco 1st down. We'll follow the action of Monty Stickles as Brody swings it to Ken Willard and see the block that enables Willard to pick up a few extra yards right there. With a 3rd and 1 at the 38, Brody faking nicely, fires to John David Crow. Crow in the open on the Lion 39. And John David is finally taken down by Dick LeBeau, deep in Lion territory. The 49er offense stutters, and Tommy Davis salvages 3 points. It's now Detroit 14, San Francisco 13. The Lions can't move on the sky-high 49ers and have to give up the ball. Brody back to throw for San Francisco, and he finds Bernie Casey. Good for 11 yards and a 1st down. With a 2nd and 6 at the Lion 33, Brody rolls back, attempting to set up a screen. This one is picked off by the Lions' Wayne Walker on the 35. The defensive seesaw continues. Studstill, having a bit of an off day, is yielding yardage in the kicking duel. San Francisco takes over. 1st and 10 at their 42. The give to Willard, And he stumbles coming through the hole and gains about 6 yards. If at first you don't succeed, here is Willard through the middle, the same hole, the same play, and the gain this time 17 yards and a first down. With a 1st and 5 at the Lion 30, Willard again cuts inside and plunges to a pickup of 6. Watching 85 Monty Stickles avoid the frustration of the Detroit defense. Meanwhile, Ken Willard's running has set up Brody for the long strike. And here it goes. Brody firing deep toward the end zone. Kopay is there, and the 49ers score. This drive went 58 yards in 4 plays. San Francisco 20, Detroit 14. On a 3rd and 7, the spotlight camera follows the pass route of Pat Studstill. He's got the pass from Sweetan and picks up a nifty 22 yards. With 2 minutes left in the first half, Sweetan is back to throw for the Lions. Great pressure brought to bear by the 49ers. Sweetan scrambles out of there. Charlie Kruger is all over him. And Sweetan still gets rid of the ball. This time, however, he is guilty of intentionally grounding the ball. We can look at the same play all over again. There's Charlie Kruger, and this was intentional grounding. The 49ers rush Carl Sweetan ruthlessly, and the first-year Lion quarterback makes the mistake of grounding the ball and giving up an attempt at the field goal. The Lions must punt instead, and so the first half ends. San Francisco 49ers 20, Detroit Lions 14. Wayne Walker kicking off for the Lions. Kermit Alexander waiting on the San Francisco 9. Faking to the middle, he comes up the near sideline to his own 40. The give to the fine veteran John David Crow, who goes straight ahead for about 5. The 49ers continue their ball control football on this give to Willard, who races to another pickup of 5. 3rd down and 5 at the Detroit 45. Faking to Willard, Brody sets up to throw. All alone, number 81, Dave Parks. And now the race is on. Bruce Maher won't catch him, and San Francisco now leads 27-14. A bewildered Lion fan not quite sure how to react to the 49er defense. And John Brody and the 49ers have the ball again. Willard bangs into the middle and crunches out a 9-yard gain. This time the give to the other half of that 49er backfield, John David Crow. He picks up a yard and loses the ball, but Bosley of the 49ers covers it. 2nd down 12 for San Francisco at their 47. Brody firing on target to Dave Parks. A gain of 11. Here's a 3rd down and 1. The give is to Ken Willard and off the right side for 3 yards, and he's got the first down. Brody is going for broke on a 1st down play. Setting up for the deep pass. He's looking for the big tight end, Monty Stickles. Bruce Maher makes a beautiful leaping interception on the Lion 13. Lion ball once again, and a hard rush by Roland Lakes and good linebacking by Wilcox and Hazeltine stop this effort. Third and 9 at the Lion 28. Sweetan. Badly harassed by Dowdle. Throws incomplete for Pat Studstill. And the Lions are forced to punt, and Studstill kicks it out of there. John David Crow tries to swing the right side of the 49er line, and Bruce Maher with a beautiful roll block downs him for a 2-yard loss. Maher was replaced by Smith after the play. Third and 12, San Francisco. Brody, with good protection, is ready to throw once more. This time he's on target to Dave Copay. With a 4th and 7, Tommy Davis punts for San Francisco. Waiting downfield, Johnny Robinson. Fumble. And Dave Copay of San Francisco recovers. Looking at the play again, we notice that Robinson slips under that sailing punt, and the 49ers recover. With a 3rd and 17 at the 32. The handoff to Copay, number 43, hits into the middle and now goes to his right, and the race is on. Ernie Clark can't catch him, neither can Wayne Walker. No one gets to Copay. He goes in for the score, a 32-yard touchdown jaunt. About the only thing that can bring him down is the tarpaulin. San Francisco 34, Detroit 14. The Lions try to battle back, and the give to the veteran Amos Marsh. He appears to be slowed up, slides outside, and turns on a nifty 14-yard gain. 1st and 10 at the 24. Sweetan going to the air again. His target, the leaping Gail Cogdell, for a Lion first down. And now the spotlight camera follows Pat Studstill. And so does Sweetan's pass. And the Lions have another first down. With a 3rd and 9 at the 50. Miller breaks through for the 49ers and downs Sweetan for a loss of 13 yards. And with a change of quarters, the Lions give up the ball. Brody faking nicely. Drills his pass to Bernie Casey. Good for a pickup of 21 yards at the Lion 44. 3rd and 8 at the 42. Brody mixing his receivers nicely. This time finds Dave Parks for 19 and another first down. With a 1st and 10 at the Detroit 23, big Gary Lewis, number 22, races ahead for 10 yards. He is inches shy of the first down. On the 3rd down play, Brody is going to throw once more. Into the end zone it goes, bounced around and intercepted by the Lions' Bruce Maher for the touchback. Starting from their own 20, Sweetan passes complete to Studstill, who makes a good grab of a low pass for a 7-yard gain. The 49ers, leading by 20 points, know that Sweetan must use his best receiver, Pat Studstill. The best way to stop him is not let him off the line, and Kermit Alexander shows how it's done. When he does get off, Jim Johnson has the remedy. Such special attention frees momentarily another receiver. This doesn't stop the 49er secondary from hitting, though. And some think too hard. With a 3rd and 10 at the Lion 32, Sweetan neutralizes the 49er pass rush with a quarterback draw. Again, the secondary, Albert Kimbrough, makes it expensive. We can look at it again. With a 4th and 1 at the Lion 41, the big rush just about catches up with Sweetan. Kimbrough holds the safety valve to a 4-yard gain. First and 15 at the Lion 40. Sweetan, going to the air, is looking for Gail Cogdill. He finds him for a gain of 13. Johnson and Kimbrough make the tackle. With a 2nd and 2 at the San Francisco 47, the Lions go to the draw. But Albert Kimbrough's everywhere, and from nowhere drops Nowatzki in his tracks. 3rd and 3 at the 48. Sweetan's pass for Gail Cogdill was nullified when Johnson interfered with Cogdill to earn the 49ers a 1-yard penalty and give Detroit a first down on the 47. Going for broke, Sweetan is looking for, you guessed it, Pat Studstill, but the pass is overthrown. With a 4th and 7 at the 44. Sweetan's pass went one way. Willie Walker, the intended receiver, went the other. The ball incomplete, and the 49ers take over. The handoff from Myra to Dave Copay. Through a good hole, he's ahead for 10 yards and a first down. George Myra, quarterbacking the 49ers, fires for Witcher. It's complete, and another first down. 3rd and 6 at the Lion 20. Myra cannot find a receiver and elects to run it out of there. And this sprint is good for 10 yards and another San Francisco first down. At the 2-minute mark, the give to Gary Lewis, who hits over the left side for 4 yards. With a 3rd and 4 at the Lion 4, again it's Lewis. This time, another 3 yards. 4th and goal at the Lion 1, and again Gary Lewis. This time he's got the score. The drive went 46 yards in 10 plays. San Francisco 41, Detroit 14. Tommy Davis kicks off for San Francisco. Waiting at the Lion 2 is Todd. And with some nifty fakes and fine footwork, Todd moves it back to the San Francisco 49. With a 1st and 10 at the 49. The game ended before a play could get underway, and Sweetan kicks away the ball in disgust. Final score, San Francisco 49ers 41, Detroit 14. It's a great victory for the 49ers. Defense, ground game, and fine aerial attack.